You know, it's something we all do. Every single day, for about a third of our lives, we just check out. But have you ever really truly stopped to ask, why? Why do we sleep? Well, we're going to peel back the curtain on this universal mystery and uncover what might just be our most underrated superpower. All right, let's just jump right in with the big, obvious question. I mean, think about it. For roughly 8 hours a night, we are completely unconscious. We're vulnerable, we're basically defenseless, and on the surface, totally unproductive. So what on earth could possibly be so important that evolution decided this daily state of helplessness was a good trade-off? And that brings us to what you could call the vulnerability paradox. Seriously, from a pure survival of the fittest point of view, sleep seems like a terrible idea. Just picture our ancestors, trying to survive in the wild. And for hours on end, they're just completely oblivious to a predator lurking nearby. It feels like a massive nightly gamble that evolution, for some reason, decided was absolutely worth taking. I mean, the contrast is just stark, isn't it? When we're awake, we're out there doing things. We're finding food, we're learning, we're connecting, we're defending ourselves. We are aware. But the second we fall asleep, poof, we're vulnerable, we can't react to danger, we're seemingly wasting precious time. It just doesn't seem to add up. Okay, but this is where we need to totally flip the script. What if this whole period of unconsciousness isn't a flaw in our design? What if it's not a bug at all? What if it's actually the non-negotiable price of admission for a whole suite of powerful performance-enhancing features that are absolutely critical for us to thrive? So what's actually happening when we're out cold? Well, it turns out the moment our conscious mind clocks out for the day, a completely different team clocks in. Welcome to the brain's secret and incredibly efficient night shift. While you're off in dreamland, your brain is, well, it's literally giving itself a power wash. It's this amazing process called the glymphatic system. So first, your brain cells actually shrink a little, which creates more space between them. Then, cerebrospinal fluid rushes into these new channels. And finally, this fluid flushes out all the metabolic junk and toxic proteins that built up during the day. It's basically your brain's janitorial staff taking out the trash so you can start fresh tomorrow. And this night shift isn't just a cleaning crew. Oh no, it's also a master librarian. The process is called memory consolidation. Think of it like this. All your experiences during the day are like books getting dumped on a library's front desk. At night, your brain gets to work. It replays the important moments, strengthening those neural connections while getting rid of the weaker, less important stuff. It's literally moving crucial short-term memories into long-term storage. That's why sleeping on it actually works when you're learning something new. Your brain is filing everything away, turning conscious effort into instinct. Okay, so the brain is obviously working overtime. But this whole rejuvenation thing, it is not just happening in your head. Sleep kicks off a full-body reset, a critical phase of physical repair and rebuilding from head to toe. And this repair cycle is, wow, it's intense. Get this, during deep sleep, the release of human growth hormone can surge by up to 70%. Now, this isn't just for growing taller when you're a kid. For us adults, this hormone is absolutely essential for repairing muscle tissue after a workout, healing tiny bits of damage in our cells, and just keeping our entire body running smoothly. So you start to put all these pieces together, the brain's deep clean, the memory filing, the full body repair cycle, and the verdict becomes incredibly clear. Sleep is not a passive state of doing nothing. Not at all. It is one of the most active and vital processes our body goes through. So let's just do a quick recap of what this hidden superpower actually does for us. First, it's clearing out that toxic waste from the brain, which helps protect our minds in the long run. Second, it's locking in our memories, helping us learn and get better at things. Third, it's repairing our bodies, everywhere from our muscles to our cells. And finally, it's hitting the reset button on our emotions. Sleep actually helps our rational brain get a better handle on our emotional center, giving us more control and a much-needed fresh start for the next day. And that really brings us to the most important takeaway here. Sleep is not a debt we have to pay for being awake. It's not lost time. It is a powerful, non-negotiable biological state that gives us a profound strategic advantage in our health, our thinking, and our performance in pretty much everything we do. So, you see, sleep isn't just about resting. It's an active process of making yourself better. So the question then isn't whether you have time for it. The real question is this: